Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Get Lifted. 30 is the new 20. Hit the like button, share, and subscribe, and click the notification bell so you're notified the next time we post or go live. I'm Lahefa, and Smiley will be joining us shortly. I don't know if you guys can hear me. Hello, right here, and here's Smiley just joined in.
Yo, what's good? What's good?
You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can hear me?
Yeah, I know what happened before, but I couldn't because I had plugged the phone into the charger the first time, and it was the HDMI cord, and that's hooked up to like a box where and the sound don't come out. Like you got to hook up headphones to it, and that's why the first time you couldn't hear me because my phone was about to die, and then when I plugged it up there, I forgot the sound don't come out of that unless you it's not a regular charger. But that was the issue before. But yeah, so what are the topics? You have the topics. You said
Um,
in
hold on. Let me go to it. I'm high as hell right now, man. I might have to step away and go get a wrap because I got some more weed. What I was watching a little bit earlier. I was watching a few things today. What I was watching a little bit earlier was what Donald Trump, well, what the U.S. just did. Uh, they went and captured the president of Venezuela, and I don't know. It's kind of a crazy situation right there. I'm looking at it like this. Um, Obviously, we can't we can't say why the government made certain decisions, why they doing certain things. I don't know for sure why they may have decided to do something, but I know that the government has always been corrupt. So I mean, there's no reason to believe that there's this was done for some great some great reason or something like that. You know what I mean? That's the only thing that that's how I feel about that. Because I know it's a lot of talk about it, like it was really just to get the oil or something like that. Like I know that there have been spoils of war. Whenever you conquered a certain place or something like that, you would be able to seize some of their resources, you know, take their wives or whatever. But it's not no barbaric stuff like that. They got laws. They got something called the Geneva Convention and all this other stuff. So when a corrupt leader is taken down, the next person in their government is supposed to take over, and they're supposed to be elected through whatever system of government they have in that country. So what they were saying is that we were going to take over until they found a replacement. After we just, took out their president. Well, not took him out, but went and grabbed him or whatever. But that's because he was supposed to be pushing drugs. So because of that, they had to go get him and his wife. They pulled him and his wife over here. I thought that was kind of crazy, yo. He bombed him up and then went and took him. It was supposed to be a secret operation. Nobody was supposed to know about it. Everybody know about it. So there's that.
He said China don't shoot first, but they don't give you a chance to shoot back. That's what they said.
Hmm. I believe it.
Or they said they're not gonna give it.
China don't.
China don't what? Hello? Hello? You cut out.
I'm here. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Hello?
Yeah, I was here. I was looking for these for what the topics was. I was gonna add it in the chat, but I don't know if I can on this.
Yeah, you can. You gotta
I could.
yeah,
Uh,
at the bottom of the screen, the little box. It's icons at the bottom of the screen.
it just let me say hi. Oh, I think I can write a message now. Well, it won't let me write a message. Oh, but um, cause I can't see what I had put up there earlier. Did I put it in the chat? Let me see. In our chat, Uh, I may have.
Man, playing Warfare with this shit.
No, I didn't.
Oh, no, nah, she was cheating and showed up.
Nah, I didn't. I'm gonna do it right now. Hold on.
I don't care. Oh no, that's something else. She said she called 911 and the cops were cheating, but showed up. You can't hear?
Yeah, I could hear you.
I see the thing. You said she called 911 and the cops she was cheating with showed up. Messy love triangle on body cam. So what happened with that?
Yeah. Um, I didn't even like get a chance to watch it. I'm about to watch it right now because it was so much stuff to try to absorb.
I can't connect to the speaker because we're already live. It doesn't let you do it after.
I'll play it up here. So, can you hear me? Let me tell y'all something.
Yeah.
I've covered a lot of stories on this. So, shootouts, drive-bys, toxic relationships. Woman called 911 and the cop she was cheating with showed up. Called 911 and the cop she was All right, I don't need that. All right. Yeah. So I'm gonna play it a little bit. It's a long video, so I'm just gonna play like just the beginning part, so you guys get the gist of it. Bitter baby mamas, you name it. But this right here, this might be one of the craziest situations I've come across in a minute. And I'm gonna be 100 with y'all. I don't even know how to explain this without y'all thinking I'm lying. I'm literally sitting here trying to figure out where to begin. But I'm gonna try. Because y'all deserve to witness this level of foolishness. So here we go. We start with a regular boyfriend girlfriend situation. One, nothing crazy. Bro just finished piping her down. She is knocked out, snoring, gone, completely logged out. Meanwhile, he's wide awake staring at her like, nah, something ain't been adding up lately. And that's where this story jumps off the cliff. He reaches over, grabs her phone, and starts snooping. And y'all already know, if you're digging through phones, that relationship already on four flat tires. But when he opens that phone, man, his heart drops straight to his socks. Messages, calls, photos, Facebook DMs, pictures at another man's apartment, at the movies, Valentine's Day, when she told him she was working overtime. Nah, sis was at Olive Garden with another dude. His exact words, that dirty bitch. Her phone told the whole story. She been creepy. And not with just any dude, but with a Clarkston police officer. Ain't that about a bitch? So now he heated. Now things about to get messy. Instead of waiting for her to wake up, he hits the officer on FaceTime. The officer answers thinking it's her. And nope, it's the live-in boyfriend staring dead into the camera. They go back and forth. Boyfriend flips the camera like, yeah, you see this? She knocked out in my bed. He's talking spicy. Why you quiet now? You had plenty. All right, that's all I'm gonna play. So, all right, so it's crazy. So it's like some trapped in the closet type of joint. Like it's kind of wild. It's a wild little situation. So from what you heard, what do you think about the situation?
I think people is dumb. Like, if you're gonna cheat or whatever, like, why is you getting caught recording yourself? You're doing dumb stuff. You falling asleep. How she fall asleep with another dude in the crib and you got a man? Like, you shouldn't be doing that. If you're gonna do that, then he needs to go after you finish, and you shouldn't be doing that. Like, you fell asleep. The dude, they got a chance to talk to each other. Like, what is going on? Like, this is ridiculous. And if you know if you know she got a man, why are you talking to him? Like, that's not what you're supposed to be doing. Like, I don't understand. People don't know their role and stuff, and if you, I don't know, people, and it's too much stuff going around for people to be just sleep with other people. You know, they probably not using protection. Like, then you jeopardizing your job because I'm sure you're not supposed to be, because that's a conflict of interest. She called 911 and you showed up and y'all sleeping together. You can't take that case because that's, or whatever, why she called you. Like, or y'all gonna do like a scene, like y'all gonna act it out, like, because he showed up to your door like, officer, arrest me please, or something. Like, what you about to do? You supposed to be on the clock. That nigga about to get fired.
Yeah, that shit crazy. Yo, people wilding. People just wilding. Did you see the shit with the jewelers that's going on in New York?
You know what happened?
You ain't see the jeweler? He spit in the other jeweler face in the
Yeah,
jewelry store,
because
and it
he
was
jeopardized.
banging out. He was banging out with the security guards.
No, why was they fighting? Why he spit on him?
So, so tracks the jeweler. He be having you like you might see his jewelry come up on Instagram or something like that. He's a jeweler who makes like designer, well, custom designs and different types of diamonds and stuff like that in the diamond district in New York. So somebody was taking his diamonds and selling them for more than what he sold them for and getting money off of it. And he was like, he want his money. Like, where's his money at? So he goes in there and he got the receipts and everything with somebody signing his signature, forging his signature. And he in there talking to the dude and he talking greasy to him, cursing him out, calling him a B and a P and all this other stuff. And the dude, security, he was telling the security, get this guy out of here. And he was like, I'm not going nowhere. And then dude's coming over. He's like, get your hands off me. And he was like, kept calling him out of his name. And then the dude spit on him. And then after that, I guess he got beat up or whatever. And he has another video where it's people in New York that support tracks that's saying whatever he need, let him know, like they gonna crash out for him, whatever. How do you feel about that?
I think I'm tired of the drama and the violence, and that people need to cut this nonsense out. There's more important stuff that's going on in the world than people creating beef from scratch. That ain't even really nothing going on. Like, why was they fighting in the first place?
He was pretending to be him and selling his product.
Yeah, why are you scamming? Like, what in the world? Like, I don't know. When you live in that type of lifestyle, anything goes. So I guess I can't get mad at the person
But it's
reacting.
supposed to be, I mean, it's not anything goes because that's a legal business.
Not scamming. You stole
No,
somebody. Now
he
you
no, he's scamming, but the other dude, it's a diamond thing. They like a legitimate diamond business, but the dude is scamming on him, so he confronts him, and then the other dude, in response to him confronting him, he spit on him. He spit in his face.
That's what I'm saying. If somebody's scamming you, like, I would like people to keep the peace, but you can't tell people how to react. You taking money off of my plate, how I feed myself and my family or whatever. Like, this not a game. It's the economy is crazy right now. Like, people they need they need money, and you doing some BS. So I mean, maybe the way he confronted him wasn't right, and then spitting on somebody, that's disgusting. And now you're about to get other people involved. They said if he need anything, like, it's just about to be a whole big thing. I hope it die down. They could come to some agreement without further violence ensuing.
Yeah, it got way out of hand. That dude kind of
We
aggressive.
need to stay together in this country. If we go into war and stuff, like, people in the same country need to be able to get along.
I agree. I agree. This was wild. He got jumped by his security guards and shit. It was ridiculous.
You
But
already got other people jumping in it. So why you need more people? The security guard jumped them. Now you got your people from the hood. They going to give it to him too. Like, just leave it alone. Guy need to stop what he doing and come up with an agreement. Make a contract. I get 2% of all your for you stealing my identity.
2% is crazy. You get no percent. You fucking use my name and sold that. Like what? I want everything, man. Fuck that.
Take it to court. Go the legal route.
In court, you should be able to get everything because that's copyright infringement.
That's what I'm
And
saying.
you actually breaking laws, forging somebody's signature. That's a federal offense.
That's what I said. Take them to court. Go the legal route.
But I'm saying like the dude, like in response, like all right, like somebody wrong in response to somebody being wrong, you gonna spit on me, bro? You wrong and you spitting on me? Like,
That's what that's what ignorant people do, or people that don't know how to take accountability. When you call them out on something that they did wrong, they get mad at you and try to flip it like you're the problem. You don't want to take accountability. And it's a shame. A lot of people react. They may not. It may not be as extreme as spitting on someone, but they'll get mad at you because you brought it up when you're wrong. Like, just admit that you're wrong and fix it. Like, but he don't know that dude that he doing that to, so he probably don't care. He don't have no loyalty towards him. And people that do stuff like that got a certain mindset that you can't speak to them like a normal person. They don't got good sense. He needs to take him to court, and that's I said 2% because he ain't about to give him all of it back if they just talk amongst themselves. That's why I said an amount. But and he probably ain't gonna do that either. So he need to just take him to court, um, so he could get. That's probably gonna take a while. But
Yeah, man, it's been they've been wilding out lately, man. In the world, man. A father was taken away from his daughter at a Bojangles where she worked at. Um,
right there, check in on her and the manager pew pew them. It's a shame. Like I don't know. People is crazy. I guess the manager had been bothering her. She wasn't interested or something, and
hmm.
but he just shining for nothing. He didn't even. He was just trying to have a conversation. He
But
just
he
told
probably already knew he was wrong. That's why he was like, "Yo, he coming up here to confront me, and I can't fight this dude or whatever. So I'm gonna do this to him because he was
that's
scared."
and again, another person can't take accountability. You doing something wrong and somebody coming up and you just assuming the worst. They wasn't even coming up there on no disrespectful, trying to fight or nothing. They just trying to have a conversation, hear your side of the story,
Right.
and you automatically just go off. Don't even wait for what he trying to say. You just he asks you a question and then you just shoot. Like, what's wrong with you? And why you got a gun at Bojangles? Why are you bringing that to work with you?
Right. Right. That's crazy, yo. I don't know. Sometimes you gotta Django. I don't know. Just gotta have a gun on you at Bojangles. I don't know.
People, I mean, if they don't got no security, like no metal detector or nothing. We got
Right. Right. You might gotta take care of business over them chicken wings to protect your flock.
people just losing their mind, or they already lost it, but they finally made the last step, so everybody else know that they lost it. I don't, I don't know. It's something in the air.
I think so. I don't know.
It's
This year, like I've been seeing it on everything. Like this year didn't really start off too great. Like, and I don't want to say that. I mean, because we still got the rest of the year. We still got to look forward, look up. You know what I mean? Despite some of these things, but um, this year has been kind of rocky so far. So we trying to get through everything. You know what I mean? And everybody's talking about the Epstein files. I wanted to talk about that, but the only reason, oh yeah, and Will Smith. But before we talk about Will Smith, I wanted to talk about the Epstein files. Like, do you think we need to know who the people are on those files, or do you think it doesn't matter whether we know or not? Like, how valuable is that information? Like, what if it's world leaders from every country, from every continent? Do you think it's valuable for the world to have that information, or do you think it doesn't matter? Tell me.
I think if they have proof aside of that they just went to the island, because that's not enough to convict them. If you got evidence to convict them, then I mean, I don't think we need to know. They just need to go to court and handle it, whatever, amongst themselves. We'll find out if people get arrested and stuff. But if you don't got nothing to lock them up and just going to an island or taking a picture in a hot tub with somebody, because this is some of the stuff that's already come out, that's not enough to convict nobody of any of the stuff that they're being accused of, or even just being on the list. Just because you went somewhere, that doesn't mean you were involved. Just like the freak offs, just because they were there, that doesn't mean they were involved in the activity that was going on or even aware of it. So I don't. If they don't have no evidence, I don't feel like there's no point. If all you got is just a list of people and you don't know what they were doing when they went there. You don't actually see it. Then you're not gonna have a case. So why are you releasing it if you can't convict them? You're just trying to. It's a smokescreen because that's what it sounds like because you can't do nothing with it. You just telling us for what? And the people still free because you don't got enough evidence to prove that they was messing with little kids or whatever. Unless you got videos too of that. If you got something convicted, then bring it to the courts and handle it that way. Like why does the public need to know? The only people that need to know what's going on with that is the people that was involved, the victims, the alleged victims. And if they got enough evidence, then send it to the courts and have the case or whatever. And then we could follow along with that, I guess. But just releasing information when you don't got no evidence to prove what's going on with it is just it looks stupid because what is the purpose of releasing it? It's just so we can talk about it. That's what it looked like to me. That's not helping nobody. And then if people really did have something happen to them, now they got to keep hearing about it over and over, and you're not doing anything. It's like you're taunting the alleged victim because you're not helping. You're just making it
That
worse. And
sound like the
it's
Diddy documentary. Because like the same the same type of scenario where it's like you just keep talking about what happened to the victims and what really is happening. Like, okay, these are victims, this person exists, but they already went to jail. They said that they weren't guilty. People do go to jail that's not guilty of stuff and then get exonerated for stuff because people tried to send them there for another crime. Doesn't mean that they didn't do it, but it just means you don't know whether they did it or they didn't unless you was there. And then they got away with it through the court of law, which is supposed to be for everybody. It doesn't always work out the way we want it to work out in certain cases because sometimes we didn't think every possible scenario through, especially in the heat of the moment of a situation. But it's supposed to be set up to protect everybody. That's why you're supposed to be innocent until proven guilty. They can't just execute somebody on the spot. They got to make sure that they know all things. So sometimes when they're gathering information, they might not have enough information to get a conviction. If they don't have enough information to get a conviction, and that's only because the victim wasn't thinking like, oh man, I need to make sure I got something together so that I could get this person if things go sideways. I guess in the situation, sometimes things just go left out of nowhere.
right. You're not preparing like, oh, let me hide this camera here, so just in case I get
Right.
gripped, people can know. Like, what the heck? Like,
But they record everything else.
so nobody. If you record stuff that you just because to record, I don't think people be expect unless you just intentionally try and set somebody up. That would be the only way you would record something like that if you're a
But
victim.
I'm thinking like if you notice something wrong is going on or something uncomfortable, would you either leave the situation or be like, yo, I need to make sure that I'm safe. So I'm going to record this or I'm going to call somebody or something.
After, like, if you woke up like they said and it was sore, like the next time you go back, if you gonna keep going back, then yeah, now you do need to hide the camera because now you think something is afoot. So now you need to get proof and then get out of there. Why are you gonna keep coming back and don't do nothing until you don't get paid? And now you want to say something. I mean, I still don't make it right if he still did it wrong, but you should have tried to get out of it way before you did. If the first time you noticed, you should have tried to save yourself. But I think this is the thing with people that are victims, like alleged victims, like these are certain type of people. Certain people, they predators and people that do these types of crimes and stuff. They go after certain demographic of people that behave a certain way, people that don't that I think that they don't love themselves enough, or if at all, because you wouldn't put yourself in these situations. If you wake up and you thought, and again, if that happened, that's still wrong because if you woke up, that means you don't know what the hell happened. You just woke up and you feel sore. You shouldn't have stayed, but that person is still wrong. But they only gonna do that to a certain type of person. Most people is not going to be put. I mean, certain people is not going to be put in that position because they think too highly of themselves or they're too self-aware. These people might be green, they might be younger, or they might be hungry, they don't got no money. So you looking for a certain type of people that are desperate and will allow certain things even if they don't want it because they in a messed up situation and they're trying to get out and they feel like that's the only. It's like you're, and that's why it's messed up because you're using your power to take advantage of these people. A lot of people will do anything for money or for fame or for thinking that, and then he's very charismatic. All these people that do stuff like that, they can, you know, they know how to sell stuff. They know how to make you believe what they're saying. And these people want to believe it. They want to have faith, just like people believe in God. Like they want to believe that this could happen, that their life could be changed forever, that they could finally get their dream that they always wanted. And he make them believe it because they don't got no. They feel like they don't got no other option. Because why else would you be in the situation that you been? Like so, it's like I don't know. Because some people like even people said like if I woke up and my butt was sore, most dudes, if you're a dude, if you straight and you got some morals about yourself, like you're not just gonna be like fuck it, I'm gonna just let it happen because I wanna. Like you're going to be mad, you're gonna try to fight, or you're gonna stop coming back or something. You're not going, or like I said, you going to try to catch them doing something like. Cause how you fall asleep anyway? You supposed to be recording a song. Like when did all of this happen? Like that's
Hmm.
just crazy right there. Where did that part come from? Like now you partying, that's where you blurring the lines. But maybe you like that he bringing women around trying to, and this is it. What it's like a whole experience. Like he be fucking with people head that's able to be fucked with because it's like you bringing the you bringing these beautiful women, these people, some of them is corny regular people that's never been around these type of women or whatever, like you bringing them around, you bringing them around um these people that they would probably never see otherwise, and you showing them a side of life that they never got to experience. So you supposed to be working, but now it turns into a party, and then you wake up and you don't know what happened, and your butt hurt. Like,
Mm.
come on, like you gotta what a normal person. Well, I don't want to say normal. You got some type of trauma if you woke up like that, and you thought and you didn't think to like get to the bottom of it. You just kept coming back. Like I don't know what's going on with you because even if you were okay with it, that's still wrong because you asleep and you ain't know what happened. So like something is wrong with you. Like I don't know. Like maybe you need an aid or something because you don't got it all together yourself. That you don't know, that you don't realize that you was taken advantage of. That's a messed up situation that you would keep. Cause I think some people really trick themselves into believing that it's something different that it's not. Like, cause if you woke up regardless, if you ain't tell and say nothing to nobody, if you woke up and your butt was sore and you don't remember what happened, that person took advantage of you.
Hmm.
And some people will think that
Boy.
trick their mind to believe like, oh, it's they don't understand that they're a victim and they just keep coming back for it or whatever. Some people need AIDS or something like because you think like victims do that. They trick themselves into thinking that it's okay. Like, oh, it's this or this or that, or when he busts you upside your head, oh, it's my fault. You ain't even say nothing. He just hit you because he had a bad day. How is your fault? Oh, because I just gotta do better. I gotta do like, no, you're retarded. I'm sorry, we can't say that. Stop talking to this dude. If you can't fix your mind and say, because I've been around people or I've met people before, encountered people, or heard people talk about them after being abused in general or whatever. And people try to tell them, like, yo, this is ridiculous. Like, he whooping your ass or she doing or whatever the situation going on. And then they're like, no, it's my fault because and then they're telling you the story. And it's like, how is that your fault? Based off of what you saying, that's not like you didn't even know you didn't even do nothing unless you lying and taking hot and taking something out or whatever. But assuming that like you something is wrong with you. Y'all both crazy because if you wake up like if I wake up and my butt hurt and I was somewhere and I don't know what happened, I'm about to find out what happened and I'm not about to keep putting myself in that predicament. Like that's crazy. Like I don't know. Like I'm gonna figure it out. Like I don't know. For somebody coming back with me, something else gonna happen because I know something ain't right. So I for to just accept that and not. But then a lot of people get scared to report stuff too. Also, if people got power, they got connections. They could pay the cops, so the cops is regular people. They know these politicians. They know the prince and the queen and all these people or whatever. You think they're gonna listen to you over them? Like some people get defeated. Some people take people to court and nothing happened, or they get a year or something for things like this or whatever. So, and then a lot of time people don't believe them because they say, "Why you wait so long?" or "Why you?" But you can't when you, all of these things could be reasons why people don't say anything, and they could be lying. There could be some people that's lying, but we don't know that. But I just don't like to like I feel like if everybody's not making it up, there's some truth to what's going on, and I think it's just these. If you look at the people that he's selecting or the people that experience these things, there are people that were put in a vulnerable situation that will make it believable that this could happen to them because you were in a you were destitute, and he knew that, and he played on that you needed money, on that you know you grew up in a certain type of way, like or that you're already gay, so nobody gonna believe you. They gonna think you wanted it because you was gay. Just because they're gay, that's just like a woman straight. That don't mean I want to sleep with every guy. That because people keep saying that, like, oh, he's gay anyway. So just because he gay, that means he deserves to get raped by another man because he like men. That don't mean he want him. So it's like that's I don't know.
I think what it would be is the way that society would look at it, but that would be subjective because what's that dude named Truth Hurts or whatever? Whatever the ideology of a real man is subjective to the person that's um, their perspective of what they think it is. They may think they are, but may not fit the archetype for the person that's describing it. So I think if you're human, you're human. A man is a man, a woman is a woman. But there's certain characteristics that society will accept a man to be um, responsible for, just societal wise, which is still, if you go to another country, this may not be the norm in their country. So it depends on what particular society you're a part of. Now, if we're gonna be like in Uganda, then you got to be like a normal man. That means that you love women, you work, you pay taxes, you do whatever you got to do. If you're a woman, you listen to the man in the house. You follow that traditional structure. If you live over here or you're in like New York or something, then you're a woman that probably goes to work. You probably have a 9 to 5. You may or may not have any children. You may or may not be with the boyfriend or the father of the child. Um, and you pretty much take care of yourself. If a man helps you, a man is doing just that. He's helping you because he's probably more than likely in the same financial situation that you're in. And the thing is, women accept men in all different states. So, like, the only reason that we use the averages is because those things kind of give us a picture of what the main area is that might need to be solved. You can't really solve everything, but if you identify what the problem is, then you can probably work towards less problems. And that's the only reason for it. I don't think women need to like just shut up or anything like that, but I think that they need to have more faith in the person that they're involved with. If you're involved with somebody, like that person needs to be a person that you're gonna be like, they're gonna be able to calm you down because you know everything is gonna be okay. And sometimes you knowing that it's gonna be okay is just knowing because they're gonna do the best that they can. They may make a mistake, but you still have to accept it that they made that mistake. But in them making that mistake, they learn how not to make that mistake again. Like for instance, something's wrong with the pipe under the sink, needs to be replaced. He goes and tries to fix it, fucks it up worse. Now you gotta call the plumber. Guess what? He either learns what he needs to learn to fix the pipe next time, or he just calls a plumber because he's wasting money and wasting time. It's a solution. It may not be the best solution, but she trusts him to make that solution. You understand what I'm saying? It still works because it's working. And the problem is a lot of women don't want to see that logic. They prefer if the man is going to be this, then he has to be able to do this. If he knows how to fix a tire, he should know how to do this. He should know how to do that. He should know how to do that. A woman should know how to do this. Should. But here's the thing: I think we do have the responsibility if we're in a relationship with somebody and we're not fully transparent in what we want. We have the responsibility to tell them or teach them what we want, and it could work out. But people aren't like that.
I think like there are people that are trained to do certain jobs. So like I think yeah, there's basic skills as men that people should learn, but being an electrician or a plumber are not that. That's a skill that you got to be trained on. I mean, you might know certain things like how to unclog a toilet and use a plunger, but if it's some in-depth plumbing that you would have to go to school to find that out or whatever, then you need to call a plumber instead of wasting your time trying to do it yourself when you know you don't know what you're doing. Like, and I think you should be with a man that is part of being a leader is also acknowledging if you don't know something or if you're wrong about something too, like you said, figuring out. But we don't even have if you know how to fix something or not. Don't be tricking yourself into thinking that you know what you're doing. Then you wasted more, but you could have just called somebody from the beginning. Like it's okay. You don't have to feel ashamed of it or you want to because and I see shows or something like that. I feel like that was on the Cosby show before, like or on something where
Hmm.
the guy kept trying to fix stuff in the house and he could if it was repairs or whatever that needed to be done and he just kept making stuff worse. Now the house is spraying the pipes is spraying all over the place because you tried to fix the sink in the kitchen and you don't know what you're doing and you don't wet up everything and like it just spraying you don't know how to turn. You had to unscrew it to turn it off, and now it's water damage, and then you try to fix the lights and you got electrocuted, because that's dangerous too. Stuff like that could happen. Like, if you don't know what you're doing with certain stuff, then just let the professional handle it. It's okay. I'm not gonna judge you. And if you know how to fix the tire, but you got AAA, then you better call AAA. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But if you don't got the money to afford to pay that monthly fee, or however they charge you for that or whatever, then yeah, if you know how to do it, then do it yourself. If it's gonna save you some money, just knowing what's the practical solution in the situation is what you're expected to do. If you call somebody, whatever, as long as it get handled like that, it's okay either way.
Yeah. But I know a lot of people put these um what you call them, tropes or whatever, out there that you this is what a real man is, and this is what a I think like everybody likes what they like. Everybody do like some guys don't like women with tattoos. Some guys do like women with tattoos. Some guys like women with short hair. Some guys like women with long hair. Some guys don't like women that wear wigs. Some guys like women that wear wigs. We're not all the same, but from a beauty aspect, like we're looking at certain things, like there's certain things that we all might want if we're a certain type of man. Like if we are a heterosexual black man, we might majority of us in one particular area because this is what we're used to. So because subconsciously this is what we see around us, so this is what we're attracted to. We might see things on TV that's a little bit different. It may be exotic, but we don't come across that. So we tend to have more of a basis attraction to what we see more often. But then when we venture out and we see something different, we like, ooh, like this is nice. You know what I mean? But our body doesn't react the same because it's foreign. It's something different. We got to get used to it. When we do, we sometimes we love it. You know what I mean? Like, but it just feels like it's a little bit different. But for me, if I'm just speaking particularly to dealing with only black women, I look at it like this. I want a woman that's educated. I want a woman that's smart to a certain degree, but not a smart ass. Like you could be smart, we could challenge each other on conversations intellectually, but trying to make me feel dumb. I mean, just trying, like, you know what I mean? A first few times I'll be like, all right, cool. You know what I mean? Second few times I'm like, yo, why you always like trying to play me? Like, you know what I mean? Now it's like a slight, you know what I mean? Because it's like, okay, I get it. You know what I mean? Maybe you didn't think that I came from here or whatever, or I knew this or I read this or whatever. I got you. But if it's like excessive, that's when it becomes a problem. That's the only thing. When we're both black, we don't have to compete. We shouldn't have to compete at all. It shouldn't be that. So when it feels like it's a competition between, me and the woman that I'm in a relationship with, that's when it's a problem. Like, yo, I shouldn't feel like we're competing intellectually. Now, if she's and this is another thing, like about the money. Like, yeah, if she got more bread than me, it's gonna be different. But would I be able to deal with it? I wouldn't have a problem with it as long as I'm still the man in the relationship. And that is kind of a subconscious thing, I guess. Guys, you feel like you're not the main breadwinner or whatever, but you're still the man in a relationship if you're treated like the man in a relationship. She acknowledges you as the man of the house, the leader. You know what I mean? She's always gonna use you for first, even though she got the bread, she's gonna let you decide what to do with it because you know what I mean? And that's another thing. You would have to, damn, how do I feel about this? You know what? I'm gonna take some of this money and start my own shit. So I'm be making more money. So she don't have to give me money to do this. I can just do it with the money that I'm making, and she can keep her money. If you want to live like that, or you could live harmoniously, and both of y'all could like help each other, and it could be a really good relationship like that. But it just depends on how that person feels. Women will break up with you, get back with you, get break up with you again, deal with somebody else, and come back to you. If you want that, it's okay. But when they talk about like, oh, the dude already know what he want. Some people rush. Some people take their time. Like I said, we all different. So if you coming from a certain particular group of people, the group of people that you around, they might get married quicker. They might get more serious in relationships quicker, and you might not. You might always be you know, the black sheep, out of the group. You know what I mean? Whatever. But in any case, we're not the same, and I think it's just best, like I always say, just to be transparent. And I'll land my plane there.
Yeah, men and women definitely shouldn't be competing in a relationship. That's crazy. You're a man and a woman. There's nothing to compete about. Y'all are not the same. So there's no competition. You compete a woman or a man, they might have to come like you gotta find the best person for you out of the people, other people in the world that they may be interested in or whatever, the people before you or whatever. But once you get in a relationship, there should be no competition. There should be no there and there you definitely why are you competing with your partner? You supposed to be working together. That's the person that you with. Y'all are together. So together in competition don't even go doesn't make no sense. There's no I in team. So what are you competing for? It makes no sense.
Did you watch any good shows?
No, I was watching some videos about stocks and candlesticks, how to read them.
About what? Candlesticks, you said?
Yeah, there is a chart. Is that's what they call the graph.
Well,
To
for the stocks, or what would you
yeah, for stocks they
or
call it.
FedEx, Federal I'm sorry, foreign exchange.
Well, in general, they call them candlesticks. The chart, that's what it's called. The little bars and stuff, they call them candlesticks. And
Hmm.
I was watching videos on how to read any in the stocks, any charts. Well, there's different ones. One I think is different one, but that was candlesticks, and it just tells you what each part of it means and how to determine when it's gonna go up, how to notice patterns and stuff like that, what the different colors indicate, and like, but it depends what platform you're trading on because they don't all look the same. But it's basically just the chart. That's what the candlesticks is. The little wicks, the squares, they call them candlesticks. But each part of it means something. Like the wick, the skinny part that's sticking out, that stands for something. Then the skinny part on the bottom, and then the wider part in the middle is like so. And then telling you how to how to notice the patterns and stuff like that. And then I was watching another video that's teaching you the terms about the difference between ETFs and investment funds and different just terms within the stock market that bearish and bullish and like bearish means like it's dropping and bullish means when the stock market is going up. That's what they call it. So just learning different terms and stuff and trying to understand it. I was watching different videos about that Asian guy that I forgot his name, but I think you should tag him too. I was watching his videos, but other people too, not just him. Like,
Oh, that's lit.
so, but no, I didn't watch. I don't know. The last thing. I watched this movie called Detained a couple weeks ago. With
Detained. What was that about?
it's with Laz Alonso. He was the only uh character in it that I recognized. He's just supposed to be a cop. Like,
Is it something? Is it something new for Laz Alonso?
yeah, this came out this year.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
I don't think it came to theaters. It's on Amazon.
Cause I know he's on the boys.
Yeah, it's 2025. It's on Amazon though. But
You don't like the boys, huh?
I never watched it. I know he
I'm
did bad.
surprised. That's your guy. I'm surprised you wanna watch it.
I mean, I don't just be watching movies just like
You
I
don't
don't
think
just
he's a good actor though?
I yeah, I think but you cuz you're saying it like that's your boy like I don't care about
Well, no, I'm saying I thought you like follow his movies.
I mean, I've seen movies with him in it. Have I just watched stuff because he this is probably the first movie that I watched just because he was in it cuz I didn't know none of the other people that was in it. But it was decent. He was supposed to he was supposed to be a cop. I mean, he don't even be in that much stuff. I feel like he's not like a A-list actor. That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, I the movies that I seen him in was by accident. It wasn't because he was in it. It was probably other people in it that are more seasoned or whatever. But I mean, it's not saying like that. He is a good. He doesn't do bad. He's a good actor, whatever. But I don't watch movies just for him. Is what I'm saying. But this one I did because I didn't know the other people, and I'm like, oh, this. I read the story and it seemed like a good story. He was supposed to be a cop, but really he was a scammer or whatever. So it was like a precinct that was about to get demolished, and he set up a crew and act like he's like the lead detective or he's the in charge of everybody, and then all the other people work under him. And this lady ran over someone. She woke up in there. They said she ran over someone. It was a hit and run or whatever, and he's in the hospital in a coma. This was she woke up and she being interrogated or whatever. Now, mind you, all of this is fake. Like this is not no. It's a precinct, but they're about to demolish it. The precinct is closed down, so none of these people are really cops. They just want some money from her because they think that she has someone else's money, that another criminal that was working with them that died or whatever. So they're trying to get her to send the money over to them, but they try to make her think it was her idea. Like she asked, like, I could, if you please, like, I'll just. They made her think she killed somebody, like, but it was a. Some of the guns didn't have real bullets in it or whatever. So all these people was like in on the scam. The prisoners, the other prison, because it was a real precinct with jail cells and stuff. So they had people working there that was acting like other criminals, like they was locked up, and then he had other people working with him that was acting like they were detectives also or cops. So it was just a whole scam just to get money. And it's a good movie though. You gotta watch it. I think it was straight. It's called Detained because they wouldn't let her leave until she gave the money, basically. Because she ended up figuring out that it was, but I don't know. Just watch it because it's like a psychological. If you think that somebody is the person that's handling, or you think it's going a certain way, and then that's not the way that it was really going. Like it tricked you.
I'm gonna check it out. I'm not a hater, but I'm not a big Laz Alonso fan. I don't know. He's not a really convincing actor to me. He do he do well in the boys though, because the boys is just it's just action. He don't got many lines.
Yeah,
But I
but
don't
I said,
really remember him from nothing really like big like.
huh?
Mm.
What'd you say?
I don't remember him from any movies that were like really big movies like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't. I mean, he was in a couple things, but like I said, he was never like a main character. He would be like he was just in the movie, or he was like friends of the main character or something. Like he was in Jump in the. Well, you probably didn't watch that, but Jump in the
I
Broom.
seen that.
Um, he wasn't no main character in that. Like everything that I'd seen him in, like he was just a supporting character, or just like he had a couple scenes or something. Like so that's why I say I wouldn't. Like yeah, he stands out because he's an actor, but I don't care about that when I'm watching a movie. And there's a lot of people that be acting, um, that be trash. Now I won't say that, but it's people that be acting worse than that. That's the reason why I said his name. If there was other more seasoned actors in that, there all them other people I never seen them before. So they were just like I don't know. They must be new, or maybe they wasn't stuff, but I didn't see them. And I didn't like how it ended either. See, I be thinking like a movie be like it's a whole process. Like you gotta bring it together, like the beginning, the ending. Gotta make like I hate. I don't know how certain stuff. Just like in Sinners, I didn't like how that ended either. Like I feel like the ending sometimes be messing up the whole thing. But that's just my opinion. Other people might not agree with that, but
I watched Stranger Things.
used to watch that, but I never finished. I don't know how many seasons I watched, but I never finished the whole thing. And because it started to get corny to me, so I probably only watched like 2 seasons and then I stopped because it was starting to get. It wasn't keeping me drawn in, so I stopped watching.
Yeah, that's what it was for me. I guess it wasn't. It didn't really get corny to me. It just I was watching a lot of shows at the time.
I might go back and finish. Or it's a few shows that I had started watching and I never finished.
I
See a
keep
show.
going in and out. I'm trying to like make me a meal at the same time.
I hate when shows be going on for too long. They be having like 1,000 episodes or mad seasons because like depending on what it's about, it's only so many different scenarios that you can have with these people. Like it should have been over. Like you making people survive that should have been dead, or they coming back to life. And this is not a supernatural show. So why is people still alive that we thought was dead 3 months ago? Like, and it's just like, oh, she was on the swim team, so she could hold her breath for a long time underwater. She could hold her breath for an hour. Like, what the heck? Like, I don't like that. That literally, that's what they said. Like in this show that I used to watch, like it was just stupid. Like she should have drowned. Like, there's no reason that she should be alive. Like, but it's a TV show, I guess. But if it's supposed to be in the real world, there's no magic or nothing. Like all this extra stuff. Then you got shot 20 times and everybody thought you were dead, but you was like hiding out so you can heal yourself and burned alive, but you got out of that. And then it's like, come on. But that's because we try and kill the main characters and you can't do that because you know you still need them. So you shouldn't have even did that scene in the first place. certain people on the show make the show, and they take some people away. It's like it ain't the same no more. They take away the sauce.
That's like I know you ain't watched The Walking Dead, but when they killed Glenn, the Chinese dude from Walking Dead, that was like people was people was crying.
I can't wait till From come back on. It's coming back on next year. I don't know when. They still ain't got a release date, but I like that show. This I think it's gonna be the finale. This is gonna be the last season. But now they can't go out in the daytime either. So it's like, dang, what they gonna do? And I've been watching like some like people on YouTube. They be doing these Easter eggs, and I don't know where they be getting this information from. They be finding leaked episodes and stuff, and they be right. They be knowing what's about to happen. I mean, sometimes when I be watching something, I could predict it. I be like, oh, something about to happen. Like they about to do this, or they about to cheat, or they about to get shot, or something. Like I be saying it and then I be right, but like these people be doing whole breakdowns of the next episode. Like they be like, this person gonna die and blah blah blah, and they be right. But some would be like, where you get this information from? That's how you know what was gonna happen exactly like that. But they were saying that it's gonna be a new girl on From, like people come to town, but she coming by herself, and when people come by when people come into town on From, it be a group of people, a family, or like something. Nobody has never come by themselves to the place. They always come with somebody.
Like, yeah, how the fuck they be getting there? Where they be going? They
Because
all going to the wrong spot, yo, and keep
it's
ending
not
up in that shit.
it's not really a town. All the people have the reason why that lady could go back because she died. She like, and she keep going back in a different body, like starting over in another life, trying to. But she forgot, but she remembered now. But her and her husband, they keep trying to go back there to get their kids, like in a new life. But she already died over, like, but her kids got stuck there. So this is not a real place. Like all the people there are not. I think it's a similar scenario, but they only showed the them two people, the one with the kids. Her husband is actually another guy, and they just keep. That's why she kept seeing the kids, and they were like, "How many told her to jump out the thing, jump out the tower," and then she woke up in the hospital, and she going back and trying to save them again. Like she just keep repeating this over and over and over, but she had no memory that that was happening. And now I think because she remembering it, that old guy popped up. He's like the person or the entity that started all of this, that started this dimension or whatever they're in. Like, so he trying to stop people from figuring it out. But I don't know. It's a crazy show. People, these writers, they be um, they be talented. They be creative.
Yeah, they do.
But the father passed away, and he gonna be, well, the new father anyway, because she thought that was her husband, but it's not. But the kid's gonna be sad because that old guy killed him. What would you do if you woke up? I mean, not woke up. If you was driving and then you keep passing by the same thing, you see people standing outside. Like you pass by the street, people standing in front of their house, everybody looking at you. and then the sheriff telling you, trying to pull you over, but you keep going, and then every time you come back, you keep passing by the same. You like, what is going on? I went in a whole different direction. How I still get back over here?
You either gonna have to decide to live with it or murk yourself.
No, in the beginning, you don't even know what's going on. You just passing through, and you keep going in a circle, and you like, what the heck happening? And you gonna believe what they tell you? They gonna tell you like, oh, you gotta go inside. It's some creatures that come out at night. Is you gonna believe it? And you ain't gonna believe it until you. See. A lot of people wasn't believing it until they see the things come out or other people get eaten. Then they believe it. But at first, it sound crazy. Nobody gonna think nothing like
It
that.
sound it sound like the village, but it's not.
I never watched The Village. But
As an example to the people, so they believe that is the story is still true.
sound crazy. Like I said, these people that be writing this stuff, they mind be. You gotta be a little nutty to think about stuff, or you know something that we don't, or you was on a psychedelic when you wrote it, or something like I don't know. Your third eye was open.
Yeah, these directors is beasts, man. They know what they doing. Why is why do it seem like the streaming platform people are battling each other? Is this a distraction from what's going on in Venezuela? Like they don't even know it's a distraction.
Yo, something is wrong with Blue. I'm sorry. Something is wrong with Blueface.
What do you do
He's
now?
on threads with him and his daughter, and he's acting like he gave birth. She got a baby doll, and he's like, he's laying there with his legs open. He's like, like she put and she pulls it and she pulled. I mean, it was just there. It wasn't he had on his clothes and stuff, but he was basically pretending like he gave birth. And then the mom's like, "No, he had it, so it's his baby." Because she trying to take it. She like, it's like, "No, it's his baby because he pushed it out." What are you doing? Like y'all are weird. Like I don't know what's going on. Like obviously it's fake. He being funny, but he mad goofy. Like what are you doing? Like and I don't know, the people on the internet battling again is just another distraction. It's like all the other stuff. I mean, it's they want us to focus on that so we don't be worried about the world ending or stuff that's affecting everybody as a whole and not specific individual people.
At this point, we gotta just be happy that he's there for his child.
That ain't, but yeah, that's Jaden's daughter. That's the kid.
The other one ain't his. The other one belonged to that dude that she was sucking on his toe.
Well,
No, I'm just playing. That's her. It might be her ex's kid.
he said he the father and he do be around, but this was his daughter. That was Jaden because he got two kids by Jaden. He got a son and a daughter. And that was his daughter with Jaden. But y'all sure know how to pick him. He got tattoos all over his face. Like he look crazy. I would never. He don't look crazy. Like he's an attractive man, but not with all them tattoos on his face, and then the way that he act, like he just like I don't understand why he just. I mean, like yeah, he's president's kid's wife. He be around stuff, but all the other antics and stuff that he do, like them kids gonna grow up and see all that stuff and it's just ridiculous. He looked crazy. Why you let them people color on your face like that? He had tattoos already before he went to jail, but then he came back with 20 more on his face. Like you don't even got nowhere to put nothing else. So you just look crazy. Like getting tattoos on your face is diabolical. All the people that got face tattoos is something is wrong with them. Cause why you letting somebody write on your face with a needle? Like you really
That mean you a thug.
what you a thug? I mean, I guess you know, I don't know. I don't understand people talking. You get done by this sentence.
Man, I can't believe it. It's 2026, man. A whole nother year
Yeah,
with crazy things to come.
yeah.
I hope it don't be no wild shit because of what's going on right now. I mean, that's enough going on.
Well, China already threatened us. They said, you know, China not going to let you get. We won't shoot first, but we can let you get a second shot. So
How we just went in there and just took them like that, like bombing and shit.
everybody just need to go to Thailand and wait it out. You could be making $20 an hour up here, and you go move over there, and you gonna be good. not. It's totally different. Go over there and wait it out. I don't know what the hell he got going on. If you could, but if you gotta stay here, then we just gotta wait for doomsday, I guess.
I mean, we all got firepower. Everybody got nukes. The thing about it is, you don't want to lose no casualties, because you're gonna lose some people. You're not gonna lose everybody. So the thing is, you want to be real careful with somebody just retaliating like that, because other people gonna be like, oh well, he doing that, oh so that's what time it is, so we about to do ours. Then everybody gonna be able to do it. It's not gonna be fair. But war is supposed to be all is fair in love and war.
There's no love in this. It's just war. I was watching
No
this.
love.
I can't think like a man already, but I watched it again, and I just felt like Taraji character was pissing me off. Like she was so selfish. Like first she like she needs six figures, and because she was doing well for herself, right? So he gotta be successful. He gotta have, something going for himself or whatever. Like so then she started dating Michael Ealy. Michael Ealy is the dreamer. But he was valet parking and he was a sous chef at a restaurant or whatever. But he wanted to open a restaurant. Like that was his dream. But he just didn't get to it yet. But she inspired him to do it because of how well they found out about that they was reading a book, and then he wrote a business plan, but it actually was a good business plan, and then he was able to open up the food truck, and then maybe it would have progressed on from that or whatever. So then in the second one, they were still together. Somebody else, one of the other friends was getting married, and then she got offered a promotion. She took it without even telling him. She ended up changing her mind before she told him, like, she told him never mind. But at first, she just accepted the offer. He got offered a position in Las Vegas, and her position was somewhere else too, where they both would have had to move, but neither one of them knew. But he said no automatically because he didn't want to move away from her, like, because it was in Vegas. They just was on Vegas to go to their friend's wedding or whatever, but they didn't live in Vegas. So he turned it down automatically. She accepted the offer first, and then she called him back later and turned it down. And I'm like, but that shit was on TV. That's how he found out before she could even tell him, like, because she was like a big wherever company she worked for. They announced it on the news that she was the new CEO or whatever. And he was like, when was you going to tell me that you accepted this job across the country or whatever? Like, I forgot where it was at. And then she was like, I called him back and I said, so she had already declined it. But first, she accepted it without talking to him first. And the guy, he cared more because he just didn't take it automatically. There was no contest. Like, it was just like, no, I'm not taking this. Now, it's a movie, so it may not happen that way all the time. But I feel like that's selfish. Even though she called him back and then said, nah, she not going to take it because I guess she thought about it. She said, like, you should have talked to him first before you even made a decision in the first place. Like, because you only think about yourself. You in a relationship now. And that's why I said women be doing selfish stuff. We gotta do better. And I say that because a lot of women that be talking on these podcasts and stuff, and men view them as a representation for all women, and it's like all women don't move like that or don't do things like how the women that are in the media portrayed. That's those women. You can't use them as a representation for all women or all black women. We gotta start telling these women about themselves so they can know we are not allies because they be thinking we all move the same way. And it's not the case. And we need to come together with that. Men and women fighting against each other and competing in competition. Like, we not supposed to be competing. We're supposed to come together. Like, we gotta stop this. We need each other, especially in times like this. Not even in a romantic sense. We just need men and women need each other for different things. Like, I mean, the main thing is to keep the world going, but outside of that, we do still need each other.
I don't know. We not. I don't think we gonna be able to do as good as we did before because of how the narrative is pushed with uh our era currently. But if our era could figure it out and be like, you know what, we need each other. Let's do this. Let's do it like this. Then we it could work. We just got to be on that page. That's all.
That's true.
But that's what the topics I got for today. Do you have any other ones?
No, I
Oh,
don't.
we talked a lot yesterday. No,
No, I don't got nothing else. Well, guys, we appreciate you for tuning in. Make sure you hit the like button, share, and subscribe, like I always say, and click the notification bell so you're notified the next time we post or go live. And I'm La Hefa.
Smiley Jizzle.
Have a great night. Nah, I said it too.